are Impact and Influence Radio, hanging out with the Bell's Accounting, Randy and Randy 2. Randy the second. Is it Randy Bell? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Randy Bell and Randy Bell.
Yep.
This is the first time we've ever done this. Had two of the same name. It's always so funny because I write the person's name down and this one says Randy. So, do you guys have trouble remembering names? Are you like that when somebody says, "Hi, I'm so and so," and you just completely forget it just the second they said it?
Yes.
You have that problem?
Yeah, I have that.
I sold cars years ago, and I used to just have to write everyone's name on my hand because
that was the exact same thing for me too. I worked at Roseville Toyota.
Did you?
Yeah.
And you go Chris, and so you look at it, and by the end of the day, your hand is just lines crossed. What'd you do at Toyota?
So I sold cars. I was there for a year. It's like one of the top dealerships in Northern California.
Oh, absolutely. There's like 40, 50 guys on the line.
Yes. It was like very tough, very competitive. But yeah, I stuck it through, hung out.
How long did you do it?
I did it for a year, and then I left, and I started going into the banking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I sold Dodge, and I sold Nissan. And to this day, I swear the Dodge truck is the best truck on the planet. I'll always say that. I love the Dodge truck. Well, when you sell everything else, the the used stuff, and then you see the product, the Dodge product, you just kind of become familiar with it, and it's almost like a pride thing.
Yes.
I love the Dodge
I
product.
got some solid lines.
Yeah, not so much on the Nissan product. I sold the Nissan product, and they weren't that great. I don't think they were that great. So, oh well. All right, so let's get into this. So, Bell's Accounting, Randy. This is kind of funny. I don't have to really worry about the name thing here. So, how long ago did you get started doing accounting?
I got started back in, help me out, Randy.
So he's been in accounting for a while. So it's almost been 20 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
On his own, it's been about 10 years when he took off to the Bell's Accounting Tax Services.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing the notaries since I graduated high school, which was like in 2014. And then he started doing the taxes as well. He's been doing my taxes all the way up to the point till I got my tax license, and then I started doing my own taxes. But yeah, he has 20 years of experience in this field, 10 years of business experience as well on his own, and he's been doing his thing.
Let me ask you, Randy, too. So when you got your tax thing, your tax license, you're watching your dad do your taxes all those years. Did you think that it was like really complicated? And then when you got your tax license, you were like, oh, this is not as bad as it used to be, as I thought? Or
I didn't really think it was complicated because in high school they taught us how to do taxes.
They didn't do not with us.
Yeah, I just had a great history teacher. But like I was just like had a lot on my plate because I was doing sports and then working in college and stuff like that. So once I got out of sports because I had a recent injury, I just recently started going into like different fields, just to gain experience and stuff like that, like working in the car business and then working for like finances as well. So I recently just got my tax license this year, the beginning of this year.
Good for you.
And then I graduated with my AA in June for my business accounting. So I'll be going to Sac State next semester, not spring semester, to finish up my accountancy.
Really, really cool, man. Really cool. How old are you?
I'm 29 right now.
Kick ass, man. No, that's great, dude. That's really, really good. So you were doing sports.
Yes.
What were you playing?
I was playing basketball. So I graduated from Pittsburgh High School in Pittsburgh, California, and then I went to Los Medranos College, and I was playing basketball there. I unfortunately tore my meniscus before my first game, so it sidelined me for a year, and like really pretty much ruined my whole career.
Did you think that you had a career in it? Were you good?
I did, yeah. At one point, I
got the
really,
look.
I
Clearly
really
you
liked
have the look.
I had a love for the game. Just probably my work ethic could have been better. That's what I could say for that.
So let me ask you this: did you learn the business part of basketball, or were you still it's a hard conversation. Did you understand the business, the physics part of the sport, or were you more the athlete side?
So I was more the athlete side, but I understood business because I always wanted to be like an entrepreneur. So I grasped like the different concepts of like coaching and the refs and all that. So
Because have you thought about maybe helping, maybe even scouting other athletes and helping them, so you can still you can do what you're doing right now with Bell's Accounting,
right.
but you can still be in the sport and still have the passion there, and
Right.
maybe even help the accounting, help the athletes with their accounting, but still be a part of basketball. Have you thought about something like that?
Actually, never. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because if you could if you understand the business part of it, what it takes to actually, get the deal signed, your agent, the draft, all the different elements that go into the sport, you could still be an asset.
Right.
For to the sport, but then at the same time you're still doing the Bell's Accounting because you could be helping the athletes not go broke in 2 years.
That part, yeah, that was actually a very good point. I never really thought about that until you actually brought it up right now. It's actually very clever and actually very smart.
Yeah, that could that could give you a niche that there's only probably 5 of those people in the region that are at that level.
Right.
Just a thought, So, other Randy.
Yes.
So your hand bothering you?
Yeah, a little numb.
When did you get out of surgery?
This morning about 9.
And then you come and do the show?
Yes.
So you had carpal tunnel surgery this morning,
Yes.
and then you still showed up.
Yes.
It sounds like something I would do. I'm dead serious too. So I had legitimate surgery when I was doing radio back in 2015, and something happened at the studio, and I had my partner running the show that day, and something happened, and I had no choice but to get down to the studio like right then. So I literally left the hospital on their stuff and drove as best as I could to the studio and did what I needed to do at the studio, and then went home. But then I had my I was shooting my movie High Rise, Path to Nowhere, and is that an ant on the table right there? Do you see this?
Yeah.
You see him?
Yeah.
What is that? Get him.
You don't see?
He's over here.
Yeah. So I was in Atlanta doing my my movie High Rise Path to Nowhere, and my gallbladder started going out, and we just smashed him with a thing. And my gallbladder started going out, so I was really sick, and I get home. And I went straight to the hospital, and they rushed me in for emergency surgery. Yet I still had shooting to do the next day. So I left the hospital, went home and slept for 2 or 3 hours, and then went straight to my shoot. And I'm all cut open and everything, and I'm still groggy. And my clients are like, "Why are you here? You could have rescheduled." No, we don't reschedule. We just do it. So no, it sounds like something I would do. Have you always been that way?
I pretty much have. When I make an appointment with somebody or whatever I do, I sticks to it.
Just get the job done, then you can go home and relax.
Right. Well, today is not going to be a relaxing day. I have 2 appointments on my calendar because...
And then you've got to build a fence.
Yeah.
All right, so talk to me about the accounting. So what do you guys do? You guys do taxes.
Yes.
You guys do notary. What else do you guys do?
Well, we do the accounting bookkeeping and stuff like that for the businesses. Get all this stuff organized, get their P&Ls and balance sheets and stuff like that prepared, and that goes into knowing for them what their profit and loss is looking for that month and stuff like that, and see where they're going. When I get ready to prepare their taxes for the year, we already kind of get an idea of where we at. So that's what the big connection is with me. I offer the notary basically to my clients that I deal with. I take care of them, so they don't have to find nobody else. So I help them that way. Well, one of the big aspects of my business is that we are a mobile service. So that meaning that I come out to you wherever you ask me, your office, home, park. Yes, the park.
Mhm.
You know, donut shop, bread shop, wherever. I have all my equipment ready to prepare for you and print you up, e-file you. I don't do that old style mailing stuff. I e-file
Mhm. Mhm.
everything. So, and then when we had COVID, you would think my business would slow down, but actually my business picked up even more because I got into the remote business,
Our
and
business picked up too, but we had to switch gears.
yeah, I
Hmm.
got into that remote business, and it's just been beautiful. People love it. They know I have a secure portal that they can
Hmm.
upload their
Hmm.
stuff, and they happy. So that makes me able to do taxes in all different states that I actually do.
Hmm.
I actually have a client down in Germany.
No kidding.
Yes, I do.
That's cool.
Yeah,
No, I'm assuming their laws are a lot different, so you'd have to learn what you can and can't do.
that is correct. That is correct. It is, and it's a lot of different states that unbelievable that they are do have a lot of different stuff that they are people are able to get into and get more credits than that we offer in California, basically. So yes, I do have to keep up with some of that and research it sometime, but I offer help in all places.
We hired a CPA. I've been doing my taxes. I've been a business owner since so I started all this in '96. '96, I started producing music, and let's see, I turned 18 in oh God, '99, 2000, something along those lines. So that's when I started having to do taxes, and I've done my taxes all the way up until 2015 or 16. We were working with a local accountant, and they started doing our taxes for us. And you pay a considerable amount to get it done right.
Right.
And I just kept finding mistake every year. I'd find mistake after mistake after mistake. And after like 3 years or 4 years working with the person, I started pulling the returns, and they were depreciating a car that I didn't have anymore. There was like all this stuff, and I was just like, no, dude, you gotta focus. Like this is unacceptable. So of course, then you have to. I don't remember what exactly, rescind or something along those lines. You have to go back and redo your tax return, and so I just said screw it, and I've been doing it myself ever since. And luckily, I mean, I don't like to knock on wood, but I've never had an audit.
Great.
Yeah,
That was
we.
excellent.
I mean, I owe every year, which is probably why I've never had an audit because I owe every year. But no, I had an audit with Board of Equalization. I want to say they called me about some sales tax stuff, maybe back in 2008 or 2009. They called me and we went. Yeah, I think they sent you a letter, and then you schedule an appointment, and then they call you. And we went line by line on the tax return, and they didn't find any discrepancies.
Great.
Yeah, we went line by line, and they said, okay, everything's there. Okay, great. But yeah, we've never had any trouble, and I'm sure I'm leaving money on the table. I'm absolutely certain I'm leaving money on the table. But again, you also don't want to have any red flags.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
So talk to me about what you guys do to prevent those types of things. The issues that I've had with that CPA. It's the only one that I've ever worked with in 30 years, nearly 30 years. But explain to me what you guys do to maybe prevent that.
Well, I check everything thoroughly, basically, but I talk to my clients and kind of get a basic idea. I know every year the things can change,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't take it that it's always the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I ask a lot of questions.
Do you have a questionnaire you send out?
Well, I have an organizer that I send to people, but not. I just don't just automatically send it. But if someone wanted, I do, and it's basically just going over everything. But I spend time. I don't just come in like a normal tax person and want to rush you through like you're a number. I actually spend time with you as a friend to make sure that we're catching everything and that nothing is mysterious. I always tell people, I need you to be straight honest with me. Don't just make up things, okay? Please, because I want to keep my name as good as
Well,
your
that's what I
name.
was going to say. Yes, because it could bite you in the
Yes.
behind. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
You're signing off on that tax
Right.
return.
And so, I like to make sure that, hey, my name is good. I'm not planning on closing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's do this right. Make sure that we don't have any problems. And I'm aware when numbers don't look right. I ask people, are you sure? Okay, are you sure? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, this don't look good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I try to push on that because some people kind of fudging the numbers and that, and I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but if it's not provable,
Yeah.
I have issues with that
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
I do my best to try to make sure that everything is done correctly to my top knowledge of knowing. But I just spend that time. I just don't push you off as a number,
Mm-hmm.
and I see that and talk to a lot of clients that run into that problem. Person just sitting there hurrying up, trying to get their stuff done and out the door.
Yeah, they start their taxes like on the 12th. So you coming in now and working alongside Dad. What have you learned in this entire in this process?
Well, what I learned is taxes. It's definitely when you get to the business side of taxes, it definitely gets a little bit difficult. So I can see just viewing him and doing taxes over the years. I see how stressful he's been getting, all the gray hairs he got on his head and everything. He makes it very easy for the client. He doesn't take on vacations. He'll take his laptop with them. He'll work on vacation.
That's just an entrepreneur. That's all of us, man.
And
that's
it's like,
all of us,
right? It's just he
my wife and the women I've dated before wifey, they always say when I go on vacation, I went on vacations on crack because like I'd go to Malibu, but I'd only be there for like a day and a half because I had so much work to do before and so much work when I get back. It's like you leave Saturday morning, you drive 6 hours, 7 hours, you get to Malibu, you sit on the beach, you get lunch, you go to the hotel room, you go back. You go home, because I got so much work to do. That's just entrepreneurship, bro.
Exactly.
Get ready. No, that's awesome. But no, so you just watching Dad and learning.
Yeah, just watching him learn. The way he teaches me as well is it's more so he's not going to tell me. He's going to question it. So
force you to think.
Exactly, and that's definitely been helping me along the lines of being able to do the taxes. Like my first year doing taxes, it's been actually pretty good. I learned the personal taxes and I learned the business side of taxes as well. So I was doing businesses and personal taxes. And then also I handle a lot of the accounting work here. So the profit and loss, the bank statements, look over all those bank statements and everything like that. So that's part of my role here is just to alleviate some of the stress off of him. So when it's time, and he has to retire or anything like that, then I'll be able to move forward with the business.
He ain't never gonna
Not the
retire.
way he works.
Not the way he's working. Not if he had surgery this morning and came to do the radio show. He is not retiring, man. That is comical. He has to remind me a lot of me, though. He reminds me a lot of me. That is just too funny. That is great. What type of clients are you guys looking for?
Oh, well, I do personal and business. Okay. So, in my taxes, I really cater to a lot of the senior citizens. Okay, because a lot of them sit there and they need some help and nobody's willing to help them, and they charge. And I've been finding out a lot of them get charged so much money where they don't even have the stuff to be able to be charged that kind of way. Mm-hmm. One of the good things about my overhead is not crazy. Okay, so I don't sit here and charge what normal accountants would charge you for your taxes. You'll be shocked. I would actually see a price that somebody charged them, and I'll be like, "Whoa,
$400 or $500 to do a tax return. It's crazy."
And they sit there and and I hand it to them, and they say, "Are you sure? Is that?" Yeah. And I already see that somebody got paid $1,200 for a tax return. And I'm sitting here and I'm like charging them $600. or $400, and they sit there like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I says, your work is not.
No, seriously,
I don't require that.
No, I've seen $400 or $500 just straight 1040s.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you could have done that yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, all you have is W-2s. Like, come on, dude. You don't have any deductions.
It should never
I've
cost.
seen that.
It should never cost a few $100s for
I've seen it.
Special, you know.
I know. It's crazy.
No.
It's crazy, especially senior citizens. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And a lot of them don't even have to file taxes. If they make under a certain amount with their SSI, they don't even have to file.
That is correct. And you know, I come to that a lot. Is that, you know, I look at this stuff and I sit here and say, you don't make enough income for that, you know, and you would think that I want to charge them for just telling them not to file, you know, but it's like, hey, it's no filing here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You're good. Don't worry about nothing. Thank you. Have a nice day.
And that's the other thing, though, is you might earn their business another way.
That's my goal. With
Yeah,
everyone.
you're going to earn their business a different way. You might not get the tax return, but you're going to get them a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, oh, well, we're going to get your money out of you. It has nothing to do with it. It's that relationship that you're building. And or not only that, you know, they're going to send their kids to you because, you know, you were the only one that was honest.
I try to stay honest with everyone to
To a fault. Yeah.
Yeah. I talk to people over the phone and I give them so much advice, and I sit there and I say, wow, I just lost business right now, giving them everything.
Yeah.
And it's
okay.
But it don't bother me.
No,
it don't bother me. I'd rather give them the tools and help them as much as possible. I mean, I tell them, hey, no, you can get this, you can get that, no, you can't. And I'm open to somebody. A lot of people call me, can I set up a consultation to talk? I said, sure. How do you want to talk over the phone, or do you want me to come in person? Let me tell you the structure. If you want talking to me over the phone, that's no cost at all.
Yeah.
Okay, but if I have to come and see you, you know, I charge you $50 if you're really, really local, to $100 if you're kind of far away, and that's basically because of my gas. You know.
And time, right?
Yeah, time and gas. You know, but I'm willing to talk to you over the phone.
Absolutely.
And give you all the advice you need.
No, you're just a homegrown accountant, and you're just doing what's right for the community. That's all there is. I want to thank you again for coming on the show. Thank you so much. That's the whole point of this, is to continue to deliver your guys' message to the community. I also want to thank you for coming out to our event, the BBB Open House Mixture. Where'd you hear about us, first of all?
Actually, I got from an email.
Oh, okay. One of mine?
I just know it was the email from here. I'm not sure who sent the email.
Okay.
But
Was it for the magazine? Or was it for the Better Business Bureau?
Better Business Bureau.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Hey, thank you so much for coming out, man. And thank you again for also being a part of Impact and Influence magazine. This thing has been incredible.
Oh,
and,
yes. I totally agree.
Well, I think what the thing that's really, really neat is it's the only magazine purposed for small businesses, where our competitors are really, really looking at the larger businesses, the big players, quote unquote, in town, who's buying Darth Vader Tower for $38 million. The small business owner is not that person. And when you look at the advertisers in those bigger magazines, it's UC Davis, Golden One Credit Union, Safe Credit Union, Kaiser, Griffin and Reed Eye Care, people that have plenty of money in the region, where our magazine is really tailored towards that small business. So it's great to have people like you a part of this thing, man.
Well, thank you.
So, audience, thank you so much for listening. Bell's Accounting. How do people get in contact with you guys?
They can contact me at 916-705-0868, or they can reach me by my email, rbellaccounting@mail.com, and that's mail, not Gmail.
Mail, MAIL. 916-705-0868. Randy and Randy 2 at Bell's Accounting. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.